Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Chicago Bulls. Outside Love. There's the three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Set him up. Love will knock him down. Terrific shooter there off the catch. I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Garnett, that's good.
I doubt that's what they were looking for, but it works out.
Outside Levine. Outside Williams. Pass to Vucevic. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Just a threat from all three levels. Nikola can hit from the inside, outside, and in between.
Here's Butler. Chicago with a rebound.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
White on the wing. Picked by Vucevic. Right wing. 4-3. It's hauled in by Garnett. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And that one goes, feeding him with a lead pass. Love's got 5.
And with soft touch, Love is very tough to stop near the hoop.
Williams from long range. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. And Edwards slams it in.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates. Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Back to Butler. Takes a 3. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Here's Levine for 3. Love grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 5. We'll go now to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Billy Donovan. Allie.
I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And Vucevic over to help. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, look, you can't let Edwards get this close to the rim because he will dunk it on you.
Pass to Vucevic. Picked by Vucevic. Here's White. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Inside, Garnett. Williams grabs the board. Outside Levine. Outside Giddey. Shot clock at 5. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for 2.
And it's tied up with that one. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. To the paint. Stolen by Giddey. Pass to White. Now here's Vucevic. Here's Williams. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got 5 points.
Yeah, I mean, they put so much focus on Vucevic, it leaves a wide open man.
To the middle. Here's Towns. Comes up empty down low.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Back to Vucevic. Levine with it. No points yet. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Can't get it to drop. Good work defensively by Towns. Out to the wing. Pass to Cassell. Down low. Levine with a steal. The finish! Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And so the first quarter is in the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Bulls leading by 6. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. The kick out to Williams. That's in there. Vucevic with the assist. Give him 8 points now.
Big men who dish it like Vucevic are royalty in this league.
Love with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Garnett. The kick out to Edwards. Minnesota again missing. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. And it's Giddey missing. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Pass to White. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Unloads. Edwards can't hit. Bulls leading by 9. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Pass to Butler. Back to Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Chicago.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration. Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And here's Chicago. Pass to Vucevic. Williams on the wing. Back to Vucevic. Outside Levine. 6 to shoot. The Bulls need to get off a shot.
Man, it's hard not to foul Vooch inside. He uses all of his size to go after his shots.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes both free throws.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Out to the right wing. Garnett no good. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Ooh, quick transition play by Levine.
Out on the floor, Levine can really move. He keeps the fast break one step ahead of the defense.
Here's Edwards. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter. Chicago leading by 12. Outside Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. The three is up. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Outside Levine. Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. Another three for Chicago.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
To the paint. Pass to Garnett. The three. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Garnett got 7 points.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback. Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Got it up. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Now here's Craig.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Garnett. Inside, Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Bulls leading by 13. Pass to Dosunmu. Now Smith. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for Edwards. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Craig with a screen. Down low. Pass to Carter. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Bulls lead by 13. To the middle. Kicks it out, Towns. Shoots. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Assisted.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Smith outside. Pass to Craig. From outside the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Craig's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
There's a 3 for Towns, countering the 3 they just gave up.
Bulls leading by 11. Carter inside. Pass to Buzelis. Rebound Minnesota. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Dosunmu up top. Still without a bucket. Smith outside. Pass to Craig. From downtown. Rebounded by Leitner. Timberwolves trail by 9. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. The Bulls with another miss. Towns with the ball. Picked up by Craig. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Minnesota shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
Smith outside. Carter from outside. Rebounded by Leitner. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-5 run. And he dunks it down.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Now here's Carter. Here's Craig. It's tipped. Here's Marbury. Pass to Gugliotta. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
26 seconds left in the third. Smith outside. Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The shot by Towns, no good. Outside Carter. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's the Bulls up by 3. Nope. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. There's a screen by Love. Here's the 3. Chicago with a rebound. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Smith. Outside Craig. Picked by Smith. Let's go with a 3. Craig, no good. Timberwolves trail by 3. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Here's Buzelis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dosunmu outside. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Bulls lead by 5. Fade away. Edwards gets the bucket.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Pass to Craig. The three. Doesn't go for him.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Outside Love. Here's Garnett. Sweet little floater.
But you can run your offense through Love. A great playmaker there in the front court.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Billy Donovan was just reviewing the plan with his team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The kick out to White. From deep, Giddey. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Love with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Edwards. There's a screen by Love to take the lead. Fires the three. Buries it from three. And Minnesota leads by 2.
Yeah, stretching the floor is no problem for Love. He's got impressive accuracy.
White drives in. Vucevic. No good again that time. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
The kick out to Williams. Left side Levine. Williams with the screen. Pass to Vucevic. There's the triple. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. And the Bulls lead by 1. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Levine's gotten better and better at drawing contact and getting to the line. He had to work at it as a young player. That work has paid off.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
To the wing on the left. Down low. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Right side Giddey. Pass to Vucevic. Outside White. A minute 9 left in the fourth. And here is Vucevic. Levine with it. Here's Giddey. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Here's the pick. Here's Edwards. The shot won't fall. Some solid defense from Williams. Here's Levine for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And that one misses. Chicago with the ball. Here's White. Pass to Williams. Outside Giddey. Ooh, He doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that ties this game up.
Couldn't put them in the lead, but at least does enough to tie it up.
Here's Edwards. And man, flying high.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot, or maybe get fouled.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Craig. Off target from downtown. So it's a